Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. Hello everyone. Today we are going to closely examine DTC P0562, which is related to low voltage in the charging system of the 2008 to 2012 Honda Accord. This diagnostic trouble code indicates that the vehicle's electrical system is having trouble maintaining proper voltage levels, generally due to issues with the alternator or battery. A properly functioning charging system is critical for the vehicle's electrical operations, influencing everything from ignition to running accessories, such as lights and air conditioning. When low voltage occurs, it can lead to erratic electronic behavior and may prevent the engine from starting or running smoothly. It is vital to address this DTC promptly to ensure the vehicle operates efficiently and reliably. Let's delve deeper into the error description and understand the components involved. DTC P0562 signifies that the Honda Accord is experiencing low voltage in the charging system, predominantly involving the alternator and battery. The alternator is responsible for charging the battery and supplying power to the vehicle's electrical system when the engine is running. Typically located at the front of the engine, the alternator connects to the battery via the +B terminal, which should have a secure connection to prevent voltage drops. Additionally, the battery stores electrical energy and provides power needed to start the engine, while stabilizing the voltage in the vehicle's electrical system. When DTC P0562 appears, it usually implies either a malfunctioning alternator, poor connectivity in the wiring, or issues with the battery. Understanding the locations and roles of these components is essential for accurate diagnosis and repair of the low voltage issue. Several potential causes can lead to the DTC P0562 being triggered. Firstly, a loose connection at the alternator's +B terminal can hinder proper voltage output, causing the charging system to register as low. If there are any high current load accessories installed, such as aftermarket sound systems or additional lighting, they may draw excessive power and create a load that the system cannot sustain, thus triggering this DTC. Additionally, issues related to battery performance must be taken into consideration, as a weak or failing battery can impact the overall voltage supply and stability, contributing to the low voltage condition. Hence, addressing these potential causes systematically is crucial in identifying the root of the problem behind DTC P0562. Symptoms of DTC P0562 can vary, but often include dim or flickering headlights, which may become more pronounced with the increase of electrical demand from other components. You might also notice difficulties starting the engine. This is because, without adequate voltage, the starter motor may not receive sufficient power. Battery warning lights may illuminate on the dashboard, indicating underlying issues with battery performance or the charging system. Additionally, electrical accessories may exhibit erratic behavior, failing to operate correctly or shutting off unexpectedly. Recognizing these symptoms early can assist in determining whether the DTC P0562 is indeed the culprit and helps in preventing further complications. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0562 is to turn the ignition switch to the on position. This action powers up the vehicle's electrical systems without starting the engine. Before proceeding with the diagnostics, it's crucial to record all freeze data and any onboard snapshot available in the vehicle's engine control module, ECM. Freeze data includes information about the specific conditions and values at the time the DTC was triggered, which can provide significant insights into what might have gone wrong. Additionally, take time to review general troubleshooting information to understand the common patterns associated with this DTC. Establishing a well-rounded starting point can lead to more effective diagnostics as you proceed further into troubleshooting. In step 2 of the troubleshooting process for DTC P0562, you'll want to use the Honda Diagnostic System HDS to clear any pre-existing DTCs. The HDS is a specialized tool designed for Honda vehicles and allows for effective communication with the ECM for diagnostics. Once the DTCs are cleared, start the engine to allow the charging system to maintain operation and monitor outputs. It's essential to check the system's performance under specific conditions to create a stress test. This includes having the air conditioning on, placing the temperature control at maximum cool, setting the blower fan to maximum speed, activating the rear window defogger, and turning on headlights to high beam. This procedure ensures that the alternator is put under a load while observing voltage stability. For this step, hold the engine speed at 2000 RPM for 1 minute, with the automatic transmission in park or neutral, and the manual transmission in neutral. Maintaining this RPM allows the alternator to generate maximum output under the specified load conditions. It is essential to maintain a steady RPM for accurate results. After holding the engine speed, use the HDS again to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs. If DTC P0562 is still indicated, this confirms a persistent issue within the charging system, likely necessitating replacement of the alternator. If no DTC is present, it may suggest an intermittent issue or a temporary fault, prompting further investigation into wiring connections and battery performance. If during troubleshooting, DTC P0562 is still indicated after the necessary tests, the recommendation is to replace the alternator. A malfunctioning alternator cannot properly maintain voltage levels, and its failure directly leads to low voltage situations. Once the alternator is replaced, you should proceed to step 7 of the troubleshooting process. This step requires turning the ignition switch to on once again, making sure the new alternator connections are secure. After replacement, it will be necessary to confirm that all systems are functioning correctly post-repair to ensure the issue has been fully resolved. In this step, if the DTC P0562 is cleared, yet reappears, you must check for poor connections or loose terminals at both the alternator and the underhood fuse or relay box. Poor connections can create high resistance within the electrical system, resulting in voltage drops that trigger low voltage DTCs. Furthermore, inspect the underhood fuse and relay box for any faults or corrosion that may compromise good electrical connections. Additionally, it's important to evaluate battery performance, since an inefficient battery can fail to hold a sufficient charge, impacting the voltage supplied to the vehicle's systems. These inspections are crucial in pinpointing any intermittent failures in the charging system. After you've completed repairs for DTC P0562, the final repair verification is vital to ensure everything is operating correctly. Begin by turning the ignition switch to the on I position once again. Utilize the HDS to reset the engine control module, ECM, or powertrain control module, PCM, which will clear any stored data related to previous faults. Once reset, perform the ECM-PCM idle learn procedure, which allows the computer to adapt to any changes made in the engine's operating parameters after repairs. These steps are essential for confirming that the corrections made have effectively resolved the low voltage issue, ensuring the integrity of the charging system going forward. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P0562, routine maintenance plays a critical role. Begin by regularly checking and securing all electrical connections associated with the alternator and battery. Loose or corroded terminals can lead to intermittent issues that may trigger DTCs. Additionally, monitoring the condition of the battery is essential. Conducting voltage tests and load tests will help ensure that the battery is functioning correctly. Servicing the charging system, which includes the alternator and associated wiring, should also be part of a regular vehicle maintenance schedule. By implementing these preventive measures, you can prolong the lifespan and performance of your Honda Accord's electrical system. In summary, DTC P0562 indicates a low voltage condition within the charging system of the 2008 to 2012 Honda Accord. Proper diagnosis involves systematic troubleshooting, starting from checking for loose connections to potentially replacing the alternator. It's critical to verify each connection point and ensure the integrity of the electrical components involved. Additionally, ongoing preventive maintenance is essential to keep the alternator and battery functioning optimally, helping to avoid future DTCs. Timely interventions and routine checks can greatly enhance the reliability of your vehicle, ensuring that you can depend on it for your daily needs. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.